Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I've got some pretty big news relating to Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and current gen consoles like the Xbox One and the PS4, and old gen consoles like the Xbox 360 and the PS3. So, first off, I'm going to say I've got good and bad news. So there's mostly bad, but there's a little good. And it's related to features that are going to be on the old gen consoles that are on the new ones. So what the new gen consoles will have and what the old gen consoles won't have. So to get it out of the way, you guys can probably tell in the title of the video, Xbox 360 and PS3 will not have campaign. And I don't know, I feel like that's not going to really surprise a lot of people because I don't think as many people play Call of Duty campaign as much as they used to. But that really surprises me. And I feel like that really sucks for people who you know, either can't afford or just simply don't have a PS4 or an Xbox One. They're going to be stuck on the old gen consoles and they're not going to be able to play campaign. Campaign will not be in the old gen consoles. And that is the biggest one. That's the biggest feature that won't be in the old gen consoles. And it honestly surprised me because today they released, you know, the list of features that will be on the old gen consoles, and campaign was not one of them. And Treyarch released a statement saying, you know, they wanted to do it, but just with the sheer amount of dedication and stuff they're trying to put into Black Ops 3, that, you know, they've released statements saying this is going to be their boldest game yet. And it's going to be ambitious, and they're going to do all this crazy stuff. And the stuff that they're trying to do simply just is not going to work on old-gen consoles. They simply don't have the hardware. And they released a statement saying the 1 to 4 player co-op, you know, it's obviously going to be a big thing, and they talked about it a lot. And it's just it was not going to work on old-gen consoles. They did not have the hardware, and so Treyarch just simply cut it out because it makes sense. I would rather cut it out completely than have a non-working version of it that is in the game that just doesn't work at all. And like I said, it's just simply due to the fact that Xbox 360 and PS3 just doesn't not have the hardware to do it. And I know that sucks, but it's just something that we have to live with. And another note is that it doesn't seem like old-gen consoles are going to have the giant D-Reese remake. I'm not really completely sure on that, but in the features it said that they would have the Shadows of Evil map in Zombies, but there was no mention of the giant DLC map. And you get that for pre-ordering, but it seems like that's not going to be on the old-gen consoles, which does kind of suck because no matter really, I guess you had to play either World at War or the original Black Ops to play that map. But it was one of the best Zombies maps, obviously, and it sucks that old-gen consoles most likely aren't going to have it. And that brings up another question for me, and that is, will old-gen consoles have any zombie DLC, or, as a matter of fact, any regular DLC? I'm not really sure, because if Treyarch is doing as they're saying, and they're being like ambitious and they're pushing the boundary, I'm not sure if these old-gen consoles are going to be, you know, be able to handle this. But hopefully Treyarch find a way to figure it out and make it work on both consoles, because I know there's people out there who simply, whether it's because money or they can't, there are many people out there, you know, who can't go out and get these next-gen consoles. And it would suck to, you know, take all of this content away from them, which really does suck. And probably the last feature that is not going to be in old-gen consoles is the paint shop. That's the feature, you know, it was in the beta where you can go out and you can put your emblems on your gun and you can design your gun however you want. And it really does suck that all of this content is being taken away from old-gen console players. And actually, I missed one. There's one more, and that is there is no esport tools. So if you're into if you do do game battles, you're not going to be able to, you know, have esport tools. And like I was saying, this sucks because people who are stuck on last-gen hardware they're losing all this stuff. But this brings up the fact that they're really pushing for people to buy new-gen consoles. And I know, trust me, I know, guys, they're expensive, and some people might be tight on money, but it's just simply you gotta save, because this is like the first big step that any really game has taken to step away from old gen consoles. You know, there obviously, you know, there's a point in every console rotation where we get to this point. You know, there was a point where the PlayStation 2 took over the PlayStation 3 took over the PlayStation 2, and now the PlayStation 4 is taking over the PS3. And obviously, you know, they don't make games for the PS2 anymore. They don't make games for the first PlayStation anymore. So they're obviously eventually going to stop developing games for those consoles. And this is the first big step in that direction, where obviously we're not fully stopping development in games for those consoles, but the games that are being developed for those consoles are starting to lose some features that are in the next gen consoles versions. So my best advice is, guys, just, you know, let's say put $15, $20, put $5 away every week, and just build up and save as much as you can to get these next gen consoles. Because trust me, guys, I've got an Xbox One and a PS4, and they are both definitely worth it. But I would definitely suggest, if you guys are looking simply towards the Black Ops 3 side, obviously get a PS4, because Black Ops 3 is going to be PlayStation exclusive. And there is one good thing, kind of one light in all the dark about all these features being taken away, is that on Xbox 360 and PS3, Black Ops 3 is not going to be full price. They're going to take it down a little bit. It is only going to be $49.99 instead of the full $60. And I think that's a good move by Treyarch, considering, you know, they know that they can't fit all of this stuff onto the old gen hardware. So they're pulling a good guy move, and, you know, they're reducing the price. You know, obviously they know that they can't do anything about it. They are trying their best to make a great game, and they just can't fit it all in the old gen hardware. So they're lowering the price from $60 to $49.99, basically $50. So that's pretty much all I have to say on the matter. It sucks, but I'm just telling you guys, you know, you got to save up to get these new gen hardware. It's worth it, and you're going to get all the content. You're not going to be missing out on anything, and you're going to get the best of it, you know. It's going to be as good as it can be. And I would definitely say, obviously, start saving now if you haven't, and then when, like, this holiday season comes up, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, they're obviously Black Friday, they're going to have these crazy sales, and, you know, save up for then and just try your best. And I know it sucks, guys, but you just got to save. So if you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, and stay tuned for more Black Ops 3 news. Subscribe if you want. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.